Good morning and welcome to this Sunday's edition of Yes 101 Visual Radio, bringing you the news. I'm Mariam Ganavijaya.
And I'm Kenza Farooq. Now, Mariam, before we take a look at your news in detail, let's take a look at your headlines.
News First headline.
In your top local stories, mixed response, opposition party split on meeting IMF delegation. Dry weather increases water demand, limited supply in some areas, says National Water Board. Heatwave warning, hot temperatures linger, isolated showers possible in southern districts. Now in international news, US military ship heading to Gaza to build port. Finally in your sports, Verstappen wins Saudi Arabian Grand Prix for Red Bull 1-2.
Just like Kenza said, we've got stories from the political front and much more. First up is your top story. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party says that they have not yet received an invitation to the discussion to be held tomorrow with the delegations of the International Monetary Fund or the IMF. Now, Senior Vice Chairman of the SLFP, Mahinda Amaravira, says that he will participate in the discussion only if he receives an invitation. The Samagi Jana Balavegia's Tesat Naika says the party will not participate in the discussion with the representatives of the International Monetary Fund scheduled for tomorrow, but the party's final decision is still pending. And the Jatika Jana Balavegia also says that it will not participate in the discussion. But on the other hand, the Ilangai Tamilar Sakachi, that is the ITAC, is of two minds regarding the participation in this discussion. Now, President Ranil Wickremesinghe has convened a meeting with leaders of accepted political parties of the opposition to discuss the proposals put forth by the International Monetary Fund with its high-level delegation. The meeting is slated to be held at the President's office tomorrow.
Now, taking a look at more local stories, the National Water Supply and Drainage Board announces challenges in maintaining continuous water supply due to the ongoing dry weather and the resulting increase in daily water demand. According to Anuja Kaluarachi, Deputy General Manager of the NWSDB, some areas have experienced limited water supply or low water pressure. The board has also established a hotline for residents to lodge complaints regarding water supply issues. On a positive note, Kaluarachi added that the temporary salt barrier to prevent saltwater intrusion at the Ambatale and Biyagama water pumping stations has been completed. Now, the Department of Meteorology warns of high temperatures persisting in several areas, including parts of western, northwestern, southern, northern and north-central provinces, along with Munaragala, Ratnapura and Trincomalee districts. Residents in these areas are advised to take necessary precautions to stay safe in the heat. The Met Department says showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in Ratnapura, Kalutara, Gaul and Mathura districts in the evening or night. Mainly dry weather will prevail in other areas of the island.
International news.
Moving on to international news, a US military ship is sailing towards the Middle East carrying equipment to build a temporary pier off the coast of Gaza, and this was confirmed by the army. The support ship, General Frank S. Besson, set sail from a military base in the state of Virginia yesterday. It comes after President Joe Biden said the US would build a floating harbor to help get aid into Gaza by sea. The UN has also warned that famine in the Gaza Strip is almost inevitable and children are starving to death. Aid deliveries by land and air have proved difficult and dangerous.
Sports news.
And now, finally, in your sports, we've got some Formula 1 news. Max Verstappen won Saturday's Saudi Arabian Grand Prix from Sergio Perez to maintain Red Bull's perfect start to the season. Charles Leclerc's Ferrari was third with British teen Oliver Bearman, a remarkable seventh on his debut for Ferrari as a late stand-in for the Il Carlos Sainz. While Bearman was voted Driver of the Day, Verstappen once again demonstrated his ability to overcome all the distractions off track from the continuing fallout from the inquiry into team principal Christian Horner. After a season-opening win in Bahrain last Saturday, the defending three-time world champion notched up a 9th consecutive victory and a 100th career podium finish. Oscar Piastri of McLaren finished 4th ahead of Fernando Alonso's Aston Martin. George Russell for Mercedes, Behrman, Lando Norris for McLaren, Lewis Hamilton for Mercedes, and the Haas of Nico Hülkenberg rounded out the top 10.
And with that, we wrap up Yes One About Visual Radio this morning. You can join us again in this afternoon's edition of Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Mariam Ganavijaya.
And I'm Kenza Faru. Thank you for watching.